Welcome to the Orlando Lions Den podcast, your number one Orlando City podcast. For the fans, by the fans. For the fans, by the fans. Keeping you in the know on all things Orlando City since 2018.
You know, I got fat thumbs. When I keep trying to do the tweets to get out before it, I always mistype Orlando City as Orlando Viddy. And that is a fun fact for you as we get this show started. Hello, welcome into another Orlando Lions Den podcast. We got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about the beatdown of Columbus, which somehow happened. We got Leagues Cup to preview. There's some transfer rumors floating around. I don't think any of them are real. And we're ending with we got to figure out the draft orders for Manscaped League 1 and Manscaped League 2. That's right. That's going to matter to maybe 25, 26 people, but you guys are going to watch us do it because it's happening at the end of the show, and it's important to us. So, without further ado, first I'm going to kick it to my man, Alex. How you doing, brother? It's been a minute.
It has been a minute. It's been a work week, month, year of hell, but I'm back. Didn't even get to watch the match on the weekend, but was happy to see you guys rejoicing and was debating whether it was worth it to go to a friend's house and watch Happy Gilmore 2, which if you get the chance, pick it up on Netflix because it is true to the original.
Well, that sounds fun. I need something to watch on my flight tomorrow, so I will go ahead and do that.
Oh,
Sorry.
I
just watched it too. I just watched it a day or two ago. It was pretty good.
You'll be spitting stuff on the seat in front of you. So,
well, good thing they forced me to pay extra for a better seat because I'm flying last minute. Thanks, United. Anyway, it's Cleon, my man. How you doing?
Indeed.
I'm good, man. Another dub. I said, you know, everything looking like a loss. So 3-1 loss. So hopefully Orlando City likes to be Orlando City and do the opposite of what they're supposed to do. So they did that. And, you know, all good.
Hey, we'll take it. All right. So we want to try and get through this. We don't got too much time. I got facts to talk about Leagues Cup, the lineups that we got, all that stuff. But first, let's go ahead and talk about our sponsors. First, shout out Hourglass Brewing, No Mango, No Party, 2 years in a row. And I think if we do a third year, I promise that's going to be the time we get a win. For the watch party. That's the goal. Second, if you're looking to buy a house in the Central Florida area, hit up Chad McGibbon on Twitter at Chad McGibbon or use the QR code on the screen, and we'll find out where he's drafting in Manscaped League 2 later tonight. Then we got Leo. If you're trying to buy a house, you also need to probably finance that. So if you're looking to get a mortgage and or refinance your house, Leo with the Epic Mortgage Team powered by U Mortgage, 407-844-7696. And last but not least, our homeboy, Eddie, he hooked me up with a rep out here in Colorado to help get me some new car insurance, and she has been a treat. As you guys know, Eddie is also a treat. So if you got any insurance questions in the state of Florida, he will hook you up. So with that being said, I really kind of have got that down pat. Proud of myself. I feel like a radio guy.
Got it done under 90 seconds.
Cleon said he's got to be out of here by 9, so I'm trying to do my best for my man. And he's not missing the draft order stuff. So if he's got to make somebody mad, he will. But I'm trying to make it not me, you know. So let's start by talking about the win in Ohio over Columbus Crew, a team ahead of us on the table. Pretty rough looking first half, if I'm being completely honest. We looked like crap. We were getting peppered. Second half started a lot of the same. Unfortunate goal to be conceded. If you ask me, it looked like Pasalic was trying to stop his momentum. His hand went up, ball hit hand in the box. It's a penalty kick. I'm not arguing it.
Tips of his fingers, like honest to God.
I mean, hand's a hand, you know. Sometimes the shoulder is a hand, you know, like elbow is a hand. I'm just saying that's the dumb rules in the game that we love so much. But hits his hand. Penalty kick. Right before the penalty kick, it was announced that it looks like Ramiro Enrique is getting ready to come on for Luis Muriel. After they score, Luis Muriel goes off. Ramiro Enrique comes on. And at that point, the game was forever changed. We look like a different team. Ivan Angulo, best game of the season by far. Dare I say, man of the match. It's in the running. 2 fake assists from Martin Ojeda. He also got the goal to finish things off with some great play by Alex Freeman, waiting for the runners to get forward. And then the 2 goals that were scored by Ramiro Enrique right off of coming off the bench, assisted directly by Ivan Angulo.
And two fake assists equal how many real assists?
0, my friend.
0.
We know. I'm just saying that's what happened. But
beat me to the fake assist joke there.
That's why I called him fake assists from the jump. You can't get mad at me for calling him what the league says. They say he's got what is it? He's up to 25 goal contributions on the season now. That's a lie. He's got 21 in all comps, but he's got 4 fake assists. Anywho, I digress. We're not going to get heated about this, but Cleon,
I just want to get Cleon mad.
Cleon's always mad when it comes to fake assists. We know this. It's been known for a while. But Cleon, are we finally about to see a change in Ramiro Enrique as a starting striker moving forward?
Man, come on, man. Like, what is the holdup? What's the holdup?
Right?
What is the
it's
holdup?
Funny. I read Matt Doyle's power rankings came out today that he emails out from his Substack, and it's literally just like a 1-sentence blurb, and he's like, Oscar, what else do I have to do? Enrique's your starter now, please. Because he still has his 10th in the power rankings, which could be generous at times given how we play. But like, Muriel's offering nothing, man. I don't know what I'm seeing at all. He hasn't scored in 12 games. He's got like a couple assists in that time span. And who's scoring goals for us? That's not, Pasalic or Ojeda. It's Ramiro Enrique coming off the bench.
I mean, maybe it's in dude's contract or something, bro. Like, he's got to start. So, I mean, if that's the case, just flip him at halftime. Flip him at halftime. Because we're just wasting time at this point.
It wasn't in his contract last year when Duncan and Ramiro started starting over him. So I just don't get it. I've long said that my conspiracy theory is we were never going to sign Luis Muriel. It's just the Duncan stuff progressed over that summer. We had to bring someone in. We brought him in, and then the Duncan stuff fell apart, and then we got stuck with him. Now, obviously, 2 seasons in, beginning of the season, we thought, hey, maybe we got a guy now. And then now, as we're getting to the end of the season, clearly, don't. It's not working out. So yeah, that's always been my conspiracy theory. He was never meant to be here. It just was kind of forced upon us, and then we got stuck. But Enrique's got to be the starter. He's just better. He's in positions where your 9 is supposed to be when Muriel's never in those positions. Like, Alex, is that how you feel as well?
Yeah, Enrique, I started the pod talking about sequels, and this is the sequel to what we called last summer Green Card Enrique. He is getting back to form, or has been in form for a while, and Muriel has fallen off a cliff. Muriel he started the season giving, like you said, Mike, giving us hope, giving us the thinking that maybe we didn't waste our time with him. And now that Duncan's out, at least for a couple weeks, we can talk about that with the Leagues Cup preview, but I don't see a future for Muriel in a place where Enrique continues this form. He keeps scoring, he keeps contributing. And just a couple weeks ago, we were talking about maybe him slotting in and filling in for Angulo with his bad form. And now he got benched for 2 straight matches. And now he's coming on a tear, and he has 2 goal contributions in this match. And not to be whatever, they were good goal contributions. Straight shots, crosses right onto the goal, good touches, and both times the finishing was easy. If you make it easy for the goal scorers, you said it, and we'll talk about it on Stock Up, Stock Down, but he might contend for man of the match. Who actually got it from us?
From the club, they gave it to Ramiro Enrique. Foot Mob did give it to Angulo. So interesting.
What was it in 8.8? I think he got it.
Yeah, like
as
that.
rank.
Mhm.
I did see that in the chat. So it's an odd world to live in, and it's a good way to go into Leagues Cup with this momentum, beating Columbus. All I'm going to say is this: can we do this at home, please?
Would love to see positive results like this at home. That's definitely something that I feel as though we have been missing. Obviously, everyone knows that. We'd love to see these games at home. I will say, slow your roll a little bit on saying that Angulo is on a tear. This is like maybe a small rip. Like he's got a little bit to go until he hits a tear.
To be fair, a small rip for Angulo is a tear for him. So
Yes.
optimism and him getting benched has led to results. So let's see if those results continue. If not, bench him again. I don't know. We were talking a month ago where Ramiro, like I said earlier, Ramiro could have been the one that took up that spot, and Moriel would have been up front. And now that sounds like a disaster to me, at least from what I've seen in the last two matches.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see how it goes. But I think it is very, very clear. And I feel like everyone in our fan base thinks that it's clear. And all of the pundits around the league thinks that it's clear. Our opponents, I'm sure Columbus thinks that it's clear. Ramiro Enrique needs to be the starter on this team going forward. Full stop.
Goalkeeper definitely thinks so. Alex Brown definitely thinks that after his adventure to Columbus.
Shout out to Alex Brown deciding to go ahead and take the 2.5-hour trip over to Columbus, posting pictures, smiling on their field as people were leaving. I love it for you, man. I'm glad you had fun out there. I'm glad you got to see that, because it's great seeing those kind of games at home. But if you travel and you see a come from behind win like that, I'm sure that you were feeling some kind of way, and I'm happy for you, man, that you got to be there for that one.
I think he equated it to some kind of drug. So
probably. I mean, I don't know. I've never done any drugs. So, anywho, Cleon, anything else you want to add on the game, man? This needs to be better for a full 90 minutes. That's really all it comes down to for me.
Hey, man. Hey, nothing. I'm with you on the holding. I'm pumping the brakes on the Angulo. I'll wait to, I'm gonna just side eye him for now. Good job this game. Good job this game. I want to see it. I want to see it at least carrying into Leagues Cup or something. Before I say he's turned a corner. But I mean, I get the point though. I mean, we gotta, you gotta take any type of positivity when it's coming from that left wing at this point, because we've been getting absolutely nothing. So, hopefully it's lit a fire up under him, man, because he was impactful when he first came. We made the US Open Cup run and things like this. He was impactful. He always made a difference, even when he's coming in off the bench. And I just feel like somewhere along the line, the motivation, dropped. The motivation dropped off a little bit. So hopefully that little benching lit something up under him. And he's more productive going forward, because that helps us in the long run. Muriel Enrique is not even. I'm not even gonna comment on that. That's anybody. Stevie.
Yeah, he got eyes.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder could see that one, bro. So I mean,
Ray Charles sitting here being like, man,
Ray Charles, all of them, Helen Keller, everybody, bro. Everyone sees this. Get them up out of here.
Speaking of seeing stuff, I do want to give a small shout to Alex Freeman with his assist on the third goal, past 3 defenders. Like, that was at least 25 yards to Ojeda.
That's the kind of assist that you see that raises the price tag, just because it's really good football IQ. You know,
It was
he
so
realized-
pure, and it's just like he threads it through 3 or 4 defenders, and they're just like, the hell?
Well, that's the thing too, is he realizes I'm the only guy forward. So he goes forward and then pulls back, waits for the runs to come, and that's when he goes ahead and threads that ball through. It's just smart patience that's coming from a guy honestly beyond his years. Shout out to Jake. He said he joined the SEI list. Also, shout out happy birthday, Yutaro Sukada. Hopefully he's healthy for next year. Seeing that happen, come through. Good to see you, though, Jake. Good to see you. It's been a minute. All right, guys. So we talked about Freeman. We talked about the goals. We talked about the comeback. Stock up, stock down. I'm going to lead off this time. Sorry, guys. I got to give my stock up to Ivan Angulo as his biggest hater this season. And probably across multiple seasons. My dad loved him, though. He's like, I like how that guy hustles. I'm like, you're just like the coach. But I have to give a shout out to him. Those are 2 fantastic assists. He was getting dangerous. He was finding himself in good positions. Keep it up. I want to see this continue. I don't need you scoring goals, but I need you to help set up goals. If you're helping to create, that's all I'm asking for. No dumb turnovers, no taking shots that are wasted. Like, I need you to keep up this. I'm also going to give a small shout out to Cesar Araujo. He didn't get a yellow card, which means he's not suspended against Miami.
Man, bar, bro. Just for that, I'm gonna have to jump straight onto you, and that's going to have to be a stock down because Cesar is going to have to get a stock down just because that's where this man's bar is dropped to, bro. He didn't get a yellow, so stock up.
I mean, I'm not giving like it's it's not great, but that's what I have to say about it is he didn't get a yellow card. I'd like to have him terrorizing Luis Suarez and Lionel Messi in that game. And my stock down, Luis Muriel. I think it goes without saying. He can't be on the field starting anymore.
No.
Alex?
You took mine from me, so I'm gonna
As his number 1 hater, I have to.
All good for me. I'm gonna give it to Ojeda. He had a goal and a goal contribution, so he continues great form. He's in the places he needs to be. Alex Freeman's feeding him. Insurance goal. We're gonna need those when it comes to crunch time, and if we're tied on points, we're gonna need those extra up goals. So let's do it. Also, Jake, sorry about your wrist.
Sorry about your wrist, Jake. I saw that too.
I missed it. What happened to his wrist?
He's on the SEI. He posted that he got, what is it, broken wrist, he said?
Oh, wow. Fractured
wrist. Fracture is a break. It's just a little bit smaller.
All right. Best help to you then, buddy. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna have to jump on y'all's, bro, because for me, stock up. I'm agreeing with Alex on this one. Oh, hater, man. That dude he just keeps going up, man. And I don't know how the man got snuffed for that All-Star, but for me, he better be in that MVP running. I mean, you know who's like on a tear, so you know he ain't getting it. But he better at least be in that combo because this dude, he's putting up numbers, man. He's putting up numbers. So I mean, I don't even understand how you don't get invited, but.
And he wasn't suspended this weekend because he didn't miss the All-Star game.
Yeah,
he's currently.
They better go ahead and do something. That man needs to get recognized for something because he's on fire.
He's currently 6th in the league in goals plus assists.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
Messi and Anders Dreyer are both tied for first. Then Evander, Sam Surge, and Pep Biel are right ahead of him.
Yeah, so I'm with Alex on that one. I hate him, man. Stock down. I'm with Mike on this. Muriel. And
I didn't even say mine. Mine went unspoken.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was Muriel. It's just mine.
Okay, so we're all in agreement. We're all in agreement anyway. So yeah, that's you, Luis. Do better, sir.
Getting paid $4 million a year, brother. I need
Mandarin.
I'm trying to think that Junior Columbia must open back up across the street.
Learn Mandarin.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It was shut down beginning of the season. I think it might open back up or something, though, because this ain't the same guy.
Can go ahead and pull a NBA on TNT. Chuck being like, hey, Shaq, what's his next team going to be? And then he holds up the sign, Guangdong Tigers. Ni hao. Ni hao. So, yeah.
Ni hao.
Fun fact, that is a group chat that I have with two of my buddies. It's called Guangdong Tigers. Shout out Justin and Isaiah. I miss you guys.
That's a great question from Jake.
What's it? What do you ask here, Jake?
Moriel contract length.
He's got 1 more year. It is not a
not short enough.
Yeah, it is unfortunately not an option year. So if we part ways with him either in this window or the end of the season, it would have to be either a transfer, a mutual termination, or a buyout. That's the only way we get rid of him.
He ain't terminating nothing.
And then Eddie, I believe, is asking, why can't we have 2 Colombians play well at the same time? I wish I had.
Why can't Eddie ever tweet from his own? Why can't Eddie ever request from his own account and stay off of his wife's? Rosie does not watch this show. I cannot express this enough.
He's just messing up her YouTube algorithm. I promise you.
For real, her algorithm wrecked. It's in the toilet, bro.
All right.
It's all Arsenal. It's all Arsenal and Orlando Lions then.
That's a messed up algorithm right there.
It's gonna be that plus like some random videos of people drumming because Eddie, he's got to have his drumming videos in there.
I can feel it calling in the air.
And videos of Argentinians flopping. That's her whole algorithm's in the trash right now.
Completely messed up. All right, guys. So we got Leagues Cup starting this week. We start on Wednesday and are again on Saturday. I'll go ahead and apologize in advance. I don't know if there's going to be Den After Darks on those. I'm having a family emergency, so I'm going to be out of state through Friday. So I don't know if I'm going to be available on Saturday either. So if Alex, one of the Alexes or Eddie are able to do it, or JJ too, they will go ahead and do a Den After Dark, but we might not have one during the Leagues Cup until the final game against Necaxa. But
didn't even mention my name, but okay.
Cleon, we know it's not in your contract. You ain't doing it. You ain't doing squat. We know. The amount of times in our group chat where he's like, "Oh, I'd do it, but I'm not available," and then it's just like one of those like me. Like, yeah, we know Cleon. We have the draft thing that we're doing later. He's like, "Can you go ahead and set it up? I don't know how to share my screen." Real thing that happened 15 minutes before the show. Sorry, Cleon. I don't mean to go.
I know how to do all that newfangled stuff.
Oh yeah. I'm all about the Zooms and the Teams.
That's too new for me. I don't do none of that neither.
All right, guys. So Leagues Cup's coming up. Format has changed. So just to give you a little rundown on the format. As always. Now it's 18 MLS teams versus all 18 Liga MX teams. So 12 teams from MLS are not competing. All of the games in the group stage are only MLS versus Liga MX teams. So we have Pumas, Atlas, and Necaxa. The top 4 MLS teams and the top 4 Liga MX teams are who advance. So basically it's one big table. The top 4 after their 3 games are who moves on. And then the way it's going to be, quarterfinals are for the first round will still be seeded Liga MX versus MLS. And then if MLS or Liga MX teams are the only ones who advance out of the quarterfinals, then it's not going to be reseeded. That's the first time that you could see same league matching up against same league. The important thing that there is to remember, whether you like Leagues Cup, you hate Leagues Cup, or you're somewhere in between, 3 CONCACAF Champions Cup spots are on the line. 1 for first, 1 for second, 1 for third.
And a trophy.
With that, yeah, and a trophy. And money. Money's also always good. That money, I believe, can be converted into GAM. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Anywho, the importance there is
I just want something shiny.
But the thing that sucks about this tournament now is that you go from potentially just the groups of 3 winning your group and advancing to now out of the 18 MLS teams, only 4 are going to advance. Tom Bogert, I was listening to Soccer Wise earlier today with him and David Goss, and he said that he heard from an MLS executive saying, if we lose game 1, we're basically punting the rest of it. That's the way that I feel like a lot of teams are going to look at it. A lot of good teams that are in the Shield race aren't in Leagues Cup because of where they finished last year. I'm looking at Philly. I'm looking at Nashville. I'm looking at Vancouver. 3 teams towards the top. They're not even going to be playing in this tournament. They're just going to be resting. So with that being said, our first game comes up against Pumas on Saturday. On a Wednesday. So we play Atlas on Saturday, and then we'll talk about Necaxa and preview that game depending on what happens, because we play Miami on Saturday at the end of that week. So there's going to be a lot of stuff to talk about here. But I'm going to ask, what do you guys think about the new format? I don't know if we're really going to preview the games because we don't know the teams that well. I know all 3 of us really don't focus on Liga MX too much. But I have a little bit of notes of either. But so first I'm going to ask you guys thoughts on the new format. Do you like it? You hate it? You not care?
I still think there's still going to be a fairness issue because I'm pretty sure all 3 of our matches are at home.
Of course. Yeah. That's the biggest thing about this tournament that sucks is that all the matches are in America. Until they change that, I'm not taking it fully seriously.
Which unfortunately for us right now is the downside because we have not been good at home. We've had very poor form. Attendance has been meh. And historically in Leagues Cup, we're fine. But I don't see this, especially now that aren't we one of only like 2 or 3 MLS clubs that are in a Liga MX only group?
No, that's not the way. Now the way it works always is all 3 of your group games are against a team from the opposite league.
Oh,
group
so
stage will not have any.
I misunderstood what you said.
Yeah, group stage will not have any MLS versus MLS or Liga MX versus Liga MX. It's only going to be versus each other.
I kind of like that. I still think it's kind of crappy that none of this tournament is taking place in Mexico. I think that half of it should be there, half of it should be here. Never mind the politics of it all, but next year's World Cup is going to be a whole different nightmare. But this tournament is fine. I'm not getting my hopes up that Orlando's going to put a lot of effort into it. We didn't put a ton of effort into the Open Cup this year. If we lose to Pumas, I wouldn't even bother watching the Atlas match because it's going to be very reserved. I wouldn't be surprised if it's half OCB players that have been put on the roster, which Mike, you can surely highlight. I alluded to that earlier, and I definitely don't think we'll see Duncan McGuire, who was for some reason added to the roster for the Leagues Cup. So are they going for it, or are they just being cautious and thinking, oh, we might need a 3rd striker towards the end of the tournament? I don't know. I'm fine with the format. But I miss when one thing I do miss. I miss when the matches were more spread out, like a actual World Cup tournament style tournament versus let's put them Wednesday and Saturday. Like there's a handful on Tuesday tomorrow, but it's spread them out.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see it spread out more. That is another thing that's going to happen too. Is if you advance in this tournament, the games that are going to be played in future rounds are going to be midweek games. So it's not like we still have games that are going to happen after this. I think it's going to be a little bit more spread out until there's a definitive winner. So that's just another thing to keep in mind. Cleon, what do you feel about it? Anything? Yes, no, indifferent?
Indifferent. I don't actually, I mean, I guess I don't mind. For me, I didn't really like having to play the MLS teams a lot anyway, because it was, I mean, for me, it was like, what's the point? It's just like
we play them all the time.
Yeah, we play them all the time. So, I mean, I guess technically I got what I wanted here. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's never really going to kick all the way off until it's home and away. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I agree.
Until it's home and away, it's never really going to kick off. So they can keep moving the goalposts a little bit and stuff like that. I'm not as down on Leagues Cup as like a lot of people are. For me, it's another trophy, and there's reason to play for it. So I mean, and I just like playing other teams, especially teams from outside of our league, because I'm tired of seeing us play the same teams over and over and over again. So for me, I enjoy it. The change itself, it's whatever. Because like I said, until you make the big change, which is home and away, we go to Mexico, they come here. It's the tiny little changes they make, it's not going to make too much of a difference.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. I do see, we're really not going to probably preview it too much, but I'll ask you guys your opinions. And then I have a comment from Zach I'm going to put up here. But so Pumas is up first. They're currently sitting 15th in the league. Alberto Carrasquilla, who used to play for Houston, is there. Pedro Vite, they just bought, who was playing in Vancouver. They're in 15th because the first 2 games of the season, they were starting an 18-year-old academy kid in goal, and he was getting peppered and bad. So they signed Keylor Navas, best goalkeeper potentially in the history of CONCACAF, as their goalkeeper now. And they also have Aaron Ramsey, which is just kind of weird. Former, he was Arsenal, right? Yeah. Former Arsenal midfielder. Atlas is in 9th currently in Liga MX. Only player of note that we would really know from there is Doria, who used to be a center back for Santos Laguna, who we've played a couple times now in Leagues Cup. But their coach is Gonzalo Pineda, former Atlanta coach, former MLS player. And Necaxa is currently in 7th. No real notable players that we would recognize as far as I'm concerned. But former Real Madrid player Fernando Gago is their head coach. So I'm going to go ahead and show Zach's point here, which is I think Oscar will attack it fully against Pumas. It will depend on the rest of the results if we continue to push for game 2 and 3. I think if we win against Pumas, we have to give a crap about the rest of the games. Because like Cleon said, it's a trophy. For me, it's Champions Cup spot. And for other people, it's potentially GAM, extra money in the budget to get better players. So it is important if you win that first game to go all the way. I will say, Jake said, if we lose to Pumas, give the OCB kids some world-class experience. If we lose to Pumas, I think we only really brought 3 players with us: Bernardo Rain, Jackson Platts, and Dylan Judelson. The biggest notable omission here, no Justin Ellis, which tells me I think that he is not going to be agreeing to a homegrown contract, and he is more likely to leave than he is to stay, which is disappointing. I hope that front office is working on trying to get him signed, because he's one of the better youth prospects in MLS Next Pro and the United States. So, I mean, is that something that you guys agree with? If we beat Pumas, we push forward, but if we lose that game, whatever happens.
Right past me, because my answer, and my answer will never be play them kids, unless we're out. If we're out, if there's no chance, then sure, whatever. You know what I mean? Yes. But for me, you never stop playing until you're dead, bro. If you're eliminated, sure, go ahead. Yeah. But for me,
go ahead.
4 out of 18 teams advance. So if you lose the first game, do you really think that 6 points is going to be enough to get you through? I don't think it will be. You need at minimum 7 points to get through. So the first game has to be a draw or a win to prove that you can do it. And I think Pumas, even though they're in 15th, Pumas is the best team in the group that we're playing, So I don't know who else they have. I know this same group plays Miami. I'm assuming the rest of them play Atlanta. So realistically, those are the teams that we're going to be competing against. But it's all of the MLS teams. We have to finish at least 4th.
Pumas plays Atlanta and Miami.
Okay, yeah, then that's right. I figured it was all regional.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know if I'm missing something or what. But okay, there's at least 3 matches you're playing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you lose your first game and the teams that won lose their second game and you win the first, aren't you back even? Or am I missing something?
It's out of all of the MLS teams that are competing. So people that aren't even in your group, it doesn't matter.
But
it's the
how
top
does it
4
end up
out
in
of
the
the
bracket? It's 4 on the. That's the part that's not clear to me. 4 on the MLS side, 4 on the MX side, or
Yeah.
they're intermixed?
They'll be intermixed. So it's going to be, 1 on MLS will play 4 on Liga MX, 2 will play 3, 3 will play 2, 4 will play 1. Is how that'll work.
The worst case scenario for us, honestly, is if we draw against Pumas, because then we have to make a decision. Do we go all out to get the 3 points versus Atlas, or do we give up on it?
No, I mean, if you get a draw against the best, the best team you were going to play against, I think you have to go for it, because I think 7 points could be enough to get you through, but I don't think 6 will be. So because that's the thing. Again, out of the 36 teams, there's only going to be 4 MLS and 4 Liga MX. That's it. So if 5 MLS teams finish on 9 points, one of them is going to be an odd man out based on goal differential. Like, that's how cutthroat it basically became.
That's a good shout from Zach.
I don't know. I think I need like a PowerPoint graph or something to show me, because something, I don't know. I'm missing. I feel like I'm missing something.
I'll text it to you later.
Mike did the homework.
I'm just
Leon and I did not.
Mike's not grasping why if you lose the first one, it's different than like if you win the. So what if you win the first one, then you lose the second one, you're out too?
No,
because to me, I don't see the difference.
No, it's
priority. What difference is order? Do you win or lose it? Make
the reason for that is, again, only 4 teams make it through. So if you put yourself already starting with other teams at 3 points and you at 0, you put yourself at a very disadvantaged position. So if only 4 get through and they're already up to 6 points and you have a negative goal differential, if you only have 3, if you win the second game, you're still at a very disadvantaged position to try and advance.
All right, let's move on.
Okay, so
I
feel like you could tell me this 5 times. It's not sinking. It's not sinking.
All right.
For me. I'm gonna just.
So I'll ask then real quick. What do you think is going to result against Pumas first game?
I honestly can't answer this question because I don't watch any Liga MX, bro, at all. So I don't even know if they're good.
They I think they are good. They just haven't been good because they've been playing an 18-year-old as goalie. So
I got an answer. If the 18-year-old is still the goalie and they're only on
he is not. Keylor Navas has started their last game.
Yeah. Okay. They're in the start of their season. We're in mid-season form. We're at home. We're coming off a big win versus one of the biggest clubs in the league. I'm going to give us a 2-1 win.
I mean, I'm just going to say, F it, we ball,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough to make a prediction, but
I don't either. But you got to.
For me, I'm one of these diehard type of, like, you're not dead till you're dead. So for me, you give up when you're eliminated.
To quote Dennis Green, you play to win. Oh, that's Herm Edwards. Sorry, you play to win the game. Yeah. I went with we are who we thought we were.
There's no point. Like, you lose the first 2, or you lose and you draw and you're like eliminated. There's no point in playing the third. I agree with that. But like,
okay, Zach made a good point. We are playing all the games at home.
I said that earlier. Thank you, Zach. We are at home. That's the biggest disadvantage.
That's the biggest disadvantage. Jake's going to go 2-0 to Pumas. So it would be Orlando to beat Columbus 3-1 and then go lose. So, all right. Before we get to the draft, we'll go ahead and do shout outs first. All right.
We're not even going to predict Atlas.
We got to do 2 draft lotteries.
We don't know. We don't know a Pumas. Do we know anything about Atlas?
No. I've got an Atlas soccer jersey.
I know even less.
There you go. Got out. So give us a prediction.
I know even less about Atlas and Nexus than I do Pumas.
Atlas is currently.
They are currently in 9th.
9th? Oh, that's a dub.
But they're playing Miami first. They're playing Miami first, so they're going to get beat up by an angry Messi who got way too many camera shots, even though he was suspended on Saturday. And
you got a lot of camera shots at the Coldplay concert. Him and his wife got to get divorced now. It's crazy.
God damn it!
Wow.
I'm kidding. I was hoping it was going to be him and DePaul were going to be on there, so one of them would have to leave the team.
Wow.
And
do
then
that
the
to the
Cax is next
kids.
week. So we'll talk about that after we get through the rest of it. So Cleon, we're gonna go quick through shout outs. What do you got, my man?
I got a shout out to the rest of y'all losers in League One. R.I.P. Rest in peace to my ops. I mean, rest in peace to my ops. Everyone that's come against me, and disparage my good commissioner name has been relegated. So let that be fair warning to the rest of you to watch your mouths this season.
What was that? I didn't hear you. What was
Go ahead, Mike.
Go ahead, Alex. You go first.
End up at 13th.
No, let him go. Please let him go.
I don't have anything to say. I don't have any shout outs because it's been a sad week for me personally, so I don't have anything to shout out. This belt is keeping me sane. Shout out Fantastic Four. I had a lot of fun.
Great. Yeah, I saw it last night. It was good.
I didn't get the Superman though. I ain't got it. But let's get to it.
Shout out quick, Alex. Shout out quick.
Look. Everybody, look at bananas down there. Look at two bananas down there. Hey, Anthony, they coming for you, bro. They all coming for you. But let you know right now.
I'm good on my shout outs. I don't have any shout outs today.
They all trying to get you kicked out. Look. Yeah. Two bananas say he coming for the title already. He coming.
This ain't League 2, buddy. This ain't League 2. That's all I gotta say.
Oh no.
This ain't League 2.
Oh, they
all right. No shout outs for a rider. Let's go ahead and get to this.
Wait. You're doing this backwards, buddy. No, you're doing this backwards. League 2 first.
That's what I'm saying.
You got League 1 up there.
No, I don't. Oh, well, that's it. I only put one on there.
Oh,
so
okay,
you got to deal with it. I forgot that I had to do both of them, so I only put one. Okay, let me get rid of some of this crap.
Yeah, you might have to zoom that because I can't see a thing.
Well, that's because you need to get glasses, my man.
There's no way. I don't think anybody could see that. This is shenanigans.
All right, hold on.
Zoom in. I can see it.
I can't see none. Oh, there we go.
There you go. All right. So, Manscaped League 2. Relegated. We got Kayla and/or Cleon, JJ and Cozy, who were both relegated. Lee, the I4 Eyesore, Smoking Day Balls, Wesley Chapel, Cabana Sweet, Baker's Dozen. Rivas is my kicker. Emily's Dream Team, Gabagool, King Henry's Court. I don't know why it still says Team 13 at the end of that. And Helen Keller. I abbreviated some of these names. Draft order for League 2 coming at you in 3, 2, 1.
Cozy with the number 1.
Has gotten number 1. Lee at number 3. Sorry, Kayla and/or Cleon picking at the end of the round.
I don't care for this.
Oh, and Chad McGibbon, sorry, picking up the rear, pick number 14.
Oh my God.
And then
so there goes that sponsor.
You know what? If we had a League 3, Chad actually might have been relegated last year. I have to check the facts on that, but
oh, I did remember my shout out, by the way. Shout out Diogo Jota. Rest in peace. I haven't been on the pod since that happened. That really tore me up. I love how the soccer community.
You are taking like you did take like a screenshot of something, right? Because you know my memory. I ain't gonna remember.
I still got I got the tab open. I'll take a screenshot. And send it.
We're recording this.
You did that really fast. I ain't going back through this record.
It's God, Cleon, we love you, man. All right, so Manscaped League 1. This is the big leagues. Anthony, get
big money.
Look, Cleon on top.
There's no money. Okay, I put you up there because you're the commissioner, not because you're number 1.
Okay.
Cleon, Eddie, Alex Brown, Alex Ryder,
what do these little asterisks mean?
Defending champion. That's why I got the star. That's the star above the crest. Then we got Adrian. We got Zach. We got Matt, who's a 2-time champion. Daryl, who was our inaugural champion. Then we got Graham, Jake, Adam, and then Anthony and Hogtown Hooligans are the 2 that got promoted. The draft order is coming out in 3, 2, 1. Graham number 1. Cleon is so mad.
I ain't worried about him.
I got number 2. That's a difficult. I don't like being number 2, to be completely honest. We might trade some picks potentially.
And that's right. Trades. You can trade draft picks. You can trade individual. You can trade your whole draft order, but you can trade individual ones as long as it's even numbers. So if you don't like what you got, go ahead and make an offer.
So we got Graham, me, Alex Brown, Matt, Eddie, Daryl, Cleon at 7, Adam at 8, Jake at 9, Anthony and Hogtown Hooligans, 2 promoted folks at 10 and 11, Ryder is at 12, Adrian's at 13, and Zach is at 14. I know Zach's probably already in the chat right now calling collusion. He objects.
Even though it's a lie. Even though it's a
Ram
lie.
is already
There
in the chat.
There it goes. I didn't even press. I didn't even press the button this time. This time I didn't even press the button. But somehow,
it's true.
Has Graham already sent a trade? That's the real question.
You know Graham, bro. You know Graham's already. You know Graham's already sent out like 3 trades by now.
Oh, I just got one from him.
And just because you dominated League 2 does not mean you could dominate League 1. I'll tell you that right now. We care a lot more on this side. Enjoy your easy money, though. Jake, I did see it, but I'm not going to be able to go this year, so I can't comment on it. That is an episode. That's what we're dealing with out here. Getting rid of all these. Ellie, drop that, please. That is an episode. That is a draft order. That is the Orlando Lions Den. We will see you post the first 2 games of Leagues Cup for a new episode next week. Sorry. And if we're able to figure out doing Den After Dark will still continue. So we will see what happened. You switch the 10 slot with the 2 slot. No, I'm good, brother. I ain't going back to 10 if I'm moving back. I don't necessarily like 2. God, he's gonna be worse than Graham. I can already tell. I could tell he's already worse.
Oh yeah. You're gonna get to know him. You're going to get to know him quick.
Oh no, this ain't even fun. All right, guys. Almost Orlando.
Hey, and real quick, I'm gonna go update these picks in the order on both leagues, so y'all can start throwing your little trade offers out there for draft picks. I'll trade Murray L for any draft spot. Wow.
Eddie is gonna trade Murray L for any draft spot. Buddy, I think you could go ahead and get Mr. Irrelevant from Muriel. All right, there you go. All right, vamos Orlando, guys. We'll see you next week. Enjoy the dumb draft content we got here.
Fraud champion.
Champ is here. Fraud champion. Fraud, Mister. I ain't even good in the playoffs. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Manscaped, League 1 champ. You couldn't even beat me if you wanted to. If you wanted to. Vamos Orlando, guys. We'll see. No. He conceded that, and then I gave it back to him because he had to chase down some teenagers on Halloween. Vamos Orlando, guys. We will see you next time.
Thanks for joining us this week on the Orlando Lions Den podcast. Don't forget to follow us at Orlando Lions Den on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. See you next week in the Den.